Disney recently released the trailer for the next Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. We'll talk to students and find out how much they know about Star Wars.
It's that time of the year again. The fair is back in town, and with it comes all those foods we love to try.
And I'll take you to a different kind of fair that can lead you to your first post-college job and maybe a career. Welcome to Winthrop Close Up. I'm Taylor Simpson.
And I'm Whitney Taylor.
One of the biggest franchises in movie history is about to release another film. Close Up's Josh Rogers hits the campus to test students' Star Wars IQ. Josh?
Thanks, you guys. The highly anticipated trailer for the new Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, recently made its debut. So I'm gonna go in digs, ask around, and see how much people know about the movie.
Have you ever heard of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What trailer recently came out?
The new one?
The Last Jedi trailer just came out yesterday.
It's called The Last Jedi.
Okay, I've not heard of that before.
Do you know what a Jedi is?
I don't.
Didn't they already have one that's The Last Jedi? Or no? I'm sorry, I'm not like current on my Star Wars stuff.
It's the one for, it's the 9th one. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember.
Never seen it before. I think I do know of a character. Is his name Yoda? Maybe is that the green one with the?
Oh, I have heard of this, and it's because Luke showed back up in the last one. Yeah, okay, so is it a continuation of that?
I'm not a huge 1, 2, and 3 fan, but I love 4, 5, and 6 especially.
Did you know that a new trailer for Star Wars just came out?
No.
Yeah.
How come no one's been talking about it?
I thought it was incredible, but it gave away like too much information.
Are you excited about it?
Yes, I'm going to see it for my birthday.
Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, premieres in theaters everywhere on December 15th, and I already have my tickets. Back to you.
Josh, if you want to be one of the first to see the movie, make sure to grab your tickets soon. But if you don't mind waiting, I'm sure it will be playing in multiple theaters as well into the new year.
Winthrop University Theater Department also has a big show hitting the stage soon. Hair had just finished, and coming up next week is Still Magnolias, directed by senior Sydney Taie.
I'm very excited for this show to open. We've been working really hard, and I think the actresses are doing a really good job.
I mean, it's hard not to be excited for this show, honestly. Like, we're working with just really, really talented, really awesome women, and it's been a really great experience, like, getting to know everybody better and bringing such, like, an emotional and beautiful show to life.
Yeah, I always love working with, I love working with any cast, but all women casts are really fun. And by the end of the show, you always feel, so much better about yourself, so. And everyone's super cool, and it's such a fun story, and everyone kind of knows it, so I feel like it'll be cool to, play it out for everyone to see. Yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting.
Your show is about 6 women who find themselves gathering at Truvy's beauty shop, and they all support each other through their through their highs and lows throughout their life. I chose Steel Magnolias because I felt like it really embodied the strength of that females have when they work together and they form that bond.
I play Malin.
I play Anil.
We open November 1st.
If you're planning to see the show, make sure you visit the acting studio next week. The show runs November 1st through November 4th, starting at 8 p.m. The last day to see the show will be Sunday, November 5th at 2 p.m.
Milk and Honey is a collection of poetry and prose about survival. Recently, students got together to discuss what this book means to them. Guest reporter Catherine Woodridge files this report.
Members of our chapter really loved the book Milk and Honey, and we felt that it was filled with topics that a lot of the students on campus go through or may go through and no one would ever know. So we wanted to bring it to the forefront to get a discussion going about the book.
I will tell you about selfish people. Even when they know they will hurt you, they walk into your life to taste you because you are the type of being they don't want to miss out on. You're too much shine to not be felt.
I feel like Milk and Honey really resonated with me when I read it, and I feel like the poems were just so woman empowering.
The greatest lesson a woman should learn, that she had everything she needed in her the day she was born, but it took the world to convince her that she didn't. And that's powerful.
Life has not gone great, but you deal with it, you live, you learn.
Every time you tell your daughter, you yell at her. Out of love, you teach her to confuse anger with kindness, which seems like a good idea till she grows up to trust men who hurt her, because they look so much like you.
I hope they get some insight on the fact that you are not the only one going through the things you're going through. And I know a lot of times people are hesitant to explain their feelings and they don't even know how to explain their feelings. So poetry is a good outlet. So hopefully they'll get a good takeaway from that.
This book is split into 4 chapters, and each chapter serves a different purpose. Students interested in finding out more about Milk and Honey can find it in the Dacus Library or online.
It's that time of the year again. The fair is back in town, and it comes to all of those foods we love to try.
Yes, we do love the food at the fair, but what about the art? We'll take a look inside the Canty building to see some more creative work.
The South Carolina State Fair is back in town. With that comes plenty of treats to eat. Reporter Shannon Simmons is here to tell us what the top snacks are at the fair.
Every year, the State Fair brings dozens of games and rides to Columbia. And if there's one thing the fair is known for, it's the unique food you can only get this time of year. A fair visitor tells us why he likes the donut burgers so much.
No, it's pretty sweet and greasy at the same time, but it's just good.
Another popular sweet treat is the funnel cake. With so many toppings to choose from, fair visitor Trey Brown tells us about his special way of eating this dessert.
I like to get a mix of the powdered sugar on top with also the cinnamon and the sugar on top with the butter first on top, and that's good. I hate the elephant's ear because it's just straight up flat dough, and it takes away from the experience of having to pull apart, chew, pull apart, chew.
And some visitors come out every year just to get that special fair taste you can't find anywhere else.
And number 2, there's nothing better than fair grease. It just makes the flavors go through, and it's just like a once-a-year treat.
As you can see, the fair draws huge crowds every single year, and this South Carolina State Fair is basically a Columbia tradition, and it looks like food will always be a part of that tradition. This has been Shannon Simmons with Winthrop Close Up.
Yes, the fair food is definitely one of a kind, and we hope that everyone is enjoying the rides and games that this event brings as well.
A state fair does not only mean funnel cake, games, and rides, it can also be chances for local farmers to promote their businesses. A reoccurring event at the South Carolina State Fair is the Agricultural Expo, where local farmers and companies can exhibit their products. McLeod's Farm is one local business taking the opportunity to promote their upcoming events where it helps fund scholarships.
We have the largest corn maze in the state of South Carolina this year. It's honoring the 3 national championships. $1 of each ticket that's purchased to our corn maze goes to the scholarship fund of the college that you choose.
3 championship team emblems are what make up the patterns in the maze. The USC women's basketball team, Clemson football, and Coastal Carolina baseball are the state of South Carolina's championship winning teams from last season. The maze is located in McBee, South Carolina, and will be open until November 5th.
The food, games, rides, and agriculture are all offered at the state fair, but the most creative part of the festivities are the art exhibits. The art exhibits at the fair interest many people. There is local art displayed throughout and even pieces available to buy. A fair visitor shares what interests him about the fine arts at the fair.
More than likely the pictures, the photos, the images, the artwork itself. I think they're interesting. That's the main reason why I came for the fine arts, into the fine arts building.
The art displays stretched across the building so viewers could look at paintings, drawings, and even photography work. Some visitors shared that going into the fine arts building was a good way to escape the heat, noise, and from outside. Art is a major part of the fair, and many people enjoy viewing it even if they do not have any artistic background.
State Fair has a lot to offer, but Winthrop has a fair of its own. The Career and Civic Engagement Center held their fall semester career fair that helps students find future internships and jobs. I went to find out what employers are looking for. The Career and Civic Engagement Center held their fall semester career fair that helps students find future internships and jobs. A Winthrop alumnus that got the job by going to the career fair tells who he's looking at to hire.
We're looking to bring interns in from the local colleges, universities like Winthrop we partner with, and actually train and develop them to full-time positions.
A history education major talks about how New Hope Treatment Center can help him towards his future.
Tables I went to was New Hope. That's basically helping out with children, giving them lesson plans and things like that, which are tied to my major because I'm be teaching. So getting that experience to work with kids, paid experience as well.
Senior Kenny Johns explains how finding State Farm at the career fair led him to a paid internship and hopefully a job after graduation.
Further my experience, get to learn more about the company, and also get a chance to maybe even be hired upon graduation. So it's a good opportunity. I'm glad I got to come to the Winthrop Career Fair and get the opportunity to do it.
The career fair is held every fall and spring semester. If you have questions about the fair, contact the Career and Civic Engagement Center. You can't have Halloween without pumpkins. We'll take you to a pumpkin patch that will make your Halloween complete.
You don't have to spend a lot of money on a costume. We will give you some tips on how to do it yourself.
Welcome back. I'm Kevin Aoussou. Halloween is coming soon, and besides the candy, what other way is there to be festive? Well, with pumpkins, of course. Brianna Kilgore will let you know where you can get your pumpkins.
The community of Rock Hill is familiar with the Winthrop Athletics program. The athletes are known for their athletic ability, but Winthrop's track and field team takes it a step further by getting involved.
Every year, I guess for about the last 20 years, Woodland United Methodist Church has done its pumpkin patch to raise money for the youth group to do mission work over the summer. I think they'll probably be doing a lot of hurricane recovery this upcoming summer, and all the proceeds go to getting a group of kids and youth directors down there to rebuild houses, repaint houses, and do whatever's needed.
We get a lot of pumpkins. For our first unload, we have had Winthrop Track come help us for the past several years. We also try to pull in folks from Rock Hill High and Northwestern in addition to just our church members, because it's a lot of work to get the truck unloaded.
This is an annual tradition for Winthrop's track team. Not only are the athletes giving back to the community, they're also getting a workout. Pumpkins typically weigh 12 to 18 pounds. The church members, volunteers, athletes, and even the kids are able to unload the truck full of pumpkins within 1 hour. The track team documents each year with a picture of the athletes and, of course, the pumpkins.
We all work together, and I got to meet new people and talk to new people and get involved with the community. You can come buy a pumpkin anytime between today and Halloween. Meantime, I'm going to be helping out in the pumpkin patch. See you soon. This is Brianna Kilgore with Winthrop Close Up.
Oh, thanks, Brianna. I'll definitely be stopping by the Woodland United Methodist Church to get my pumpkin. Now, pumpkins, candy, but what costumes to wear? Reporter Sydney Whitman headed to Winthrop University's campus center to see what students like to dress up as for Halloween. Sydney?
I'm here to see if Halloween fever is in the air and which costumes Winthrop students like to rock.
I
I can't remember if I dressed up as it for Halloween or what, but I did dress up as a stick of butter once with my friend, and it was probably one of the funniest things I've ever done in my life.
When I was younger, my mom dressed me and my sister up as traffic signs. So I was a stoplight and my sister was a stop sign.
My favorite Halloween costume would have been when I was Dorothy. When I was about 5 and I had the ruby red slippers and everything.
She couldn't walk around, so she was just chilling in a carriage with a stop sign on her, and I had a big aluminum body with a red light, yellow light, and green light, and yeah, trick-or-treated like that.
My favorite Halloween costume was when I was a hot dog.
Probably when I dressed up as Wonder Woman, because I'm a pole vaulter, so whenever we have costume vaults, I dress up as Wonder Woman, and that name is kind of stuck with me ever since.
I was one of those girls with the poodle skirts, and I would twirl it around like several times. I kept spinning and spinning and spinning, and it was my thing. I wore it 3 years in a row. So. I'm not saying a thing about passing out hot dogs.
As you can see, there are so many fond memories of Halloween's past. I need to start working on my costume for this year, so I'm going to send this back to the studio.
Well, thanks, Sydney. We can't wait to see what students dress up as this year. Did this give you any ideas? Well, if not, no worries. I went out to look for ways to help you look stylish and spooky on a budget.
Are we going is it like serious Halloween costume party? Because if it is, then it's you gotta go all out. If you're gonna do a 2-person costume, you gotta match it, really get down to the details. But if it's just I'm just trying to go out, then it's Mean Girls, they're you just put on a leotard and draw a nose on your face, I'm a mouse, duh. That kind of thing.
Now, you certainly have options at your disposal, so there is no excuse. Sorry, can we do that again? I can't speak.
We'll do that again. Start from the top of the side.
Okay.
Are we going is it serious Halloween costume party? Because if it is, then it's you gotta go all out. If you're gonna do a 2-person costume, you gotta match it, really get down to the details. But if it's just I'm just trying to go out, then it's Mean Girls, they're you just put on a leotard and draw a nose on your face, I'm a mouse, duh. That kind of thing.
Now, you certainly have options at your disposal, so there's no excuse to not be at your best this Halloween. And also, make sure to keep your eye out next year for Alpha Psi Omega's costume sale, the week before Halloween. Now back to you, Taylor and Whitney.
Thanks, Kevin, for giving us so many options about costumes. Whitney, I don't have a costume for this Halloween. What about you?
I haven't really decided yet, but I think I'm going to do Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewbacca, sure. You know the new Star Wars movie. We seen it on the show. The new Star Wars movie coming out. That'd be a great look.
Yes. That's it for Winthrop Close Up. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook.
See you next time on Winthrop Close Up.